Hi, this is Dan Bullard, retired electronics engineer, sitting out in front taking my houseboat again. I'm taking a lot of heat from these guys at CalTech on Feynman. Like I said, I like Feynman. I think Feynman was a great guy. A couple of things, pretty interesting. I got one nice comment on one of my videos. He said that, it would have been great if I'd been a student of Feynman's. Well, not really, because Feynman told students things that weren't true. And I learned when I was back in the Navy, I took an instructor training course, and I had to learn how to be an instructor to go work at CTMS, and I can tell you more, but then I'd have to kill you. You don't tell students something and then think, oh, I told you something wrong, I have to take it back and say something else. You can't do that. Once you've told a student something that's not true, it sticks with them. And you just look at the examples of, Paul Botsford. He had a master's degree. He was their lead mixed signal engineer at Credence. He told me all kinds of things that weren't true, like the spectrum of square wave is always on harmonics. Well, that's only true if it's exactly 50% duty cycle. And it's not true any other time. So he also told me that you can test a filter with an impulse. And I found these sound effects. I have a lot of sound effects. And so this is what Feynman said, or somebody in his group said it. Can the human ear determine the phase of the harmonics? Okay, now I would say no, but I would add a caveat to that. You can, and you can certainly hear it, because if the phase is random across all frequencies, then it sounds very calm and very peaceful. In fact, they use this for sleep sounds. I found this audio. You can get like 16 hours of this audio to help you sleep through the night. Now, this is random phase. All the amplitudes are the same random phase throughout. So that's white noise. And I use periodic white noise to test filters. We were using that at NextTest, and they still use it in their tools for testing out the amplifiers and instruments on the NextTest. Now you compare periodic white noise or white noise to the sound from an impulse. Now this is a repeated impulse. This is a machine gun. So which one would you be able to go to sleep to? The machine gun, would you listen to the machine gun all night long? Or would you listen to the white noise? Now they're exactly the same, precisely the same. It's all harmonics, but the amplitudes are all the same, but the phase is random for the white noise, and the phase is all concentrated in a code sign for an impulse for the machine gun. So, but these guys at CalTech, they told me, well, we don't know what you're talking about. But you said it, or at least you're claiming that Feynman said it. Now here's another thing that's pretty important. In that article, and I'm sure they'll come back and change it. I'm sure they'll go back and change it. They said that the human ear was not good at determining the phase. Well, yeah, but you can hear it. You can hear it because, like I said, would you rather hear the nice white noise, the white noise signal coming out of your speakers as you sleep, or would you rather hear this machine gun? Okay, so the human ear can determine phase. It can hear phase. Okay, now they claim, at least in one email, one comment that they made, they claim that Feynman didn't necessarily say these things. These are only things that group that teaches Feynman stuff talks about to first-year freshman students in college at CalTech. You don't tell freshmen things that aren't true from the start. You don't do that because you can't retract it. You can't pull it back. And secondly, are these guys writing their own opinions with the name Feynman to lead you to believe that Feynman said this thing? I mean, either Feynman said it or he didn't and you said it. So Michael Gottlieb, did you say that? Is that what you said? And Feynman never said it? We don't know. I mean, I don't think Michael Gottlieb's going to admit to it. But these guys are going to claim that, oh yeah, Feynman said this. Because Feynman's famous, they can tout their theories under Feynman's name. So that's the way that works. So this Michael Gottlieb character, he's really bad. Oh, and by the way, he says, $25 is too much to ask for a book, so he's not going to buy my book. And I said, well, here, watch this movie, watch this video that I did. And I showed how the Bullard harmonic solution determines what the phase angle is for distortion. Oh, I don't have time to watch your video. It's a holiday week. Come on, you're not working. Well, I know you're not working. It's a holiday week. It's just before Christmas. I know for a fact you're not working. You know, let's go back to Ghostbusters. Dan Aykroyd. What did Dan Aykroyd say? I like the university. They gave us money. We didn't actually have to do anything. I've been in the private sector. They expect results, and that's what I've done. I've been in the private sector. They expect results. This Michael Gottlieb guy, he's never worked in the private sector as far as I know. He doesn't have to produce any results. I had to produce results. I had to come up with ways to test chips that were being manufactured, and they're out there. I mean, I got the patent on the smart card, testing the smart card. That was just for testing it, not for the whole smart card thing. But I have the patent for that. They stole it from me, all the people in the group, because the guy I worked for, Cliff Ludwig, was a socialist. He told me that. He told me he's a socialist. And so he did the patent with everybody's name on it so they could all share in the glory. But I'm the guy who came up with the idea for a palette AWG. It had never been developed before. No one had ever done a palette AWG. I came up with it. That was the crucial element in testing smart cards. It's a really great way of testing or of generating waveforms for specific things. For example, NTSC and ATSC, you could use a palette AWG to do it. You can't do it with a regular AWG. Anyway, I think I've ranted enough about Michael Gottlieb, but we're coming up on Christmas. We've got through solstice, and now every day is getting a little bit longer, although the weather's not really getting better. Once again, from the river, Merry Christmas. This is Dan Bullard. See ya.